Saunas should be avoided by people with, in general, medical conditions. If you have a medical condition, you need to check with your doctor as to whether a sauna is okay for you. If you have low blood pressure when standing, if you're prone to fainting, things like that, you definitely want to either avoid it or use it with a buddy. And that's basically the main reason to avoid it. If you have that, it's essentially that you don't want to faint in the sauna and then get stuck in there and so on. So ideally, you always have somebody watching you or there to help you if you need help. In terms of pregnancy, in general, sauna use is often not recommended to people dealing with pregnancy. The truth is, in Europe, it's extremely common for women to be using saunas during the pregnancy. But what I would recommend here is you don't want to start sauna use like in the middle of a pregnancy or at the end of a pregnancy. Ideally, you are already heat adapted, and then if you get pregnant, it's generally regarded as not a big deal or perfectly fine to continue using the sauna in that situation. If you're trying to get pregnant or you have lower sperm count or something like that, you may want to consider not using a sauna because the heat, any sort of exposure to heat, will temporarily lower sperm count. Also, alcohol and sauna don't mix. Kind of this is common sense, but don't drink a bunch of alcohol and then go hang out in a sauna. Just not a good idea. If you're dehydrated, not a good idea. If you have a history of fainting or hypoglycemia, also not a good idea. Also, just common sense, listen to your body. If your body is telling you you're, gonna faint soon, or you're feeling lightheaded or really uncomfortable, just get out, listen to your body. Don't force yourself to do something that your body's telling you not to do. But if you have any serious medical conditions, just check with your doctor.
Hey, this is Ari. I hope you enjoyed this video. And one more thing before you go. Actually, two more things. One is, if you enjoyed this particular little clip, the link to the full-length podcast is in the description down below. So make sure to check that out. Also, one more thing. Let me ask you a question. What if I could show you how to double your energy levels and dramatically improve your brain function, reducing your anxiety and depression to a degree on par with antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects? Sound pretty interesting? Well, there are, in fact, numerous compounds that can do this, that have been shown to do this. And I'll take you through just a few of these very briefly. One of them is rhodiola rosea. And this has been shown in studies, rhodiola rosea extract, in people with stress-related fatigue and exhaustion, to cut their levels of fatigue and brain fog in half in less than a month. Just this one compound. There's another compound in my formula Energenesis called NT factor phospholipids that's been shown to help repair mitochondrial membranes and mitochondrial health to the level of healthy 29-year-olds, taking people with deteriorated mitochondria who are over the age of 65, restoring it to the level of healthy 29-year-olds. And that has been shown in numerous studies in various types of chronic fatigue, aging-associated chronic fatigue, obesity-related chronic fatigue syndrome, to increase energy levels by 30 to 45% in the span of 4 to 12 weeks, depending on the specific study. So dramatic improvements in a very, very short period of time. Two more compounds that are amazing, I highly recommend, that are in my formula Ultra Brain, along with rhodiola rosea. Saffron extract. This has been shown to increase levels of, improve your mood, I should say, and decrease levels of depression on par with fluoxetine, which is Prozac. And not only that, but with fewer side effects. It's much safer and much less likely to cause negative effects than antidepressant drugs are. Acetyl L-carnitine is another compound that's been shown to dramatically improve brain health in older adults. It also improves energy levels in older adults with chronic fatigue by between 40 to 50% in just the span of 2 to 4 months. And The last thing I'll mention here is acetyl L-carnitine has also been compared to antidepressant drugs and been shown, like saffron, to be as effective as antidepressant drugs in combating depression, but without the harmful side effects that so often occur with the drugs. So this is just a small sampling of the over 35 compounds that are in my formulas, Energenesis and Ultra Brain, that are all proven to dramatically improve energy levels, mitochondrial health, and brain health, and much, much more. And I highly recommend that you go check these out. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety or brain fog, if you're struggling with stress-related exhaustion and burnout, if you're struggling with chronic fatigue, go check out these formulas, give them a shot. I promise you are going to be blown away by the results. And like I said, the science has already proven that these things work. So you don't have to just take my word for it. There's lots of research to support that, and I'll even link to some of that research down below so you can verify everything that I just said for yourself. So the links to those studies will be in the description for this video down below. So check them out. Check out the formulas on the energyblueprint.com. Again, Energenesis is the mitochondrial formula, and Ultra Brain is our brain formula. Check them out, try them out, and I think you're going to be blown away by the results. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you again soon.